Special shoutouts go to Wars Manx and Maniac G for being Underworld warriors. So thank you for becoming members. Yo, what is up? It's your boy Jay Johnny back here in Perim Underworld. Hey, how you doing today, you beautiful pair of people? Today we are going to be watching episode number 12, Battle Drome of the Sexes. This is one of the most entertaining episodes. I'm not gonna lie, genuinely one of the most entertaining episodes. But before that, we did have a super chat. I did say that I was gonna be covering all super chats in the next video that I upload. And I did upload that video going over the benefits of being super chatted and whatnot. I did upload that video a little before I went to go record this, and almost immediately somebody donated. And I feel like I would be in the wrong if I didn't call out my good friend Fierce Cothica. We're actually planning on a huge stream that I'll talk to you guys a little bit later on once we get the more details hammered out. Please don't donate money like this. Please don't. But yeah, Fierce Cothica is actually somebody that I was talking to about doing a large chaotic stream. It will honestly take a day at least, if not multiple days. When you guys hear all the details, you're gonna be super excited. I know all the chaotic content creators. We've been talking about it for like a month or two, just about how hyped this is gonna be. I believe Taiga said, "What the hell is wrong with you?" or something along the lines whenever I told them about it. So yeah, so this is Empress Kothka. Do expect to see them on the channel later on, because honestly, disregarding this, they are genuinely amazing people. They are super dedicated to what they do. She is super amazing. Absolutely 100% amazing. She is very dedicated, talented, just all around amazing person. But let's get into the message, and so I can address a little bit. Thanks. Best of luck to all your projects. Looking forward to April. Let me tell you, honestly, the project that I'm doing with her is probably going to be in April. I hate to say that because I want to do it in March, but I'm moving early March. I won't have internet set up until March. I want to say a little before the 10th, and that's already a third of the way through March, and I don't want to rush it to make sure it gets done. So it's one of those things where it's gonna be awkwardly timed. So I hope to God we can start on the project in March, because it will probably extend to April or May. But that being said, the project that I'm actually doing in April, it will start April 1st. And when you guys see it, everybody that knows about it is super hyped about it. Okay, everybody who knows about it is super hyped about it. The people who have been involved in it so far think it is one of the coolest ideas they've ever seen. I hope that hypes up. I hope it can live up to the hype. I really hope it can live up to the hype. Because I want it to be done perfectly. Genuinely, I'm having my Pokemon editor. If you guys didn't know, I do have a Pokemon channel. I haven't uploaded there in a while. But I'm having the guy who edited my Pokemon list videos edit this video, most likely. And I hope that it meets the vision that I have for it. And I hope that if you guys like it enough to where I can justify doing more of it. It is something that could very easily turn into a series. And I'd really love you guys to see it. So, but yeah, no, Empress Kothika, I'm also super excited for all the projects that we're looking forward to doing, especially the one in April. The one in April is super amazing. But I'm also extremely looking forward to doing the project with you that the rest of the community will find out later. Now, I am going to leave this, since it is currently, as of recording, this is the only super chat. I'm going to leave this here so that people can see it. Yes, just got to leave that there. Please, guys, do not donate a large amount of some money like that. Whenever I turned on super thanks or whatever, I thought people would donate $1 or something just to have their message highlighted, and to have their fan theory or something be put in front of everybody else. That's what I thought would happen. I did have the concern that somebody would donate a large sum of money like this. Please, guys, do not do that. I do not think that the content that I make justifies a large amount of money like that. I messaged April, dude, and I was like, I felt like garbage when I saw that notification pop up, because I was like, that was genuinely one of my biggest concerns was that somebody would donate a large amount of money like that. I do not want people to think that to be seen they would need to do that. And like I said, Empress Cothica and I were already talking about doing a series. I'm very horrible at following up in a timely manner, unfortunately. For example, right now I do need to get in touch with Dumashi, because he's going to be the next co-host on the Perim podcast. And I haven't messaged him at all because I've been so busy with the move. But yeah, so yeah, please don't do that. Down there, please don't do that. Please. That being said, I really hope me bringing awareness to how much uncomfortable this makes me does not encourage people to do it, to mess with me. I really hope that me saying that did not encourage people. You know what? We're going to jump into the episode. I'm super excited to just jump into this. This is a Peyton video. So this is a Peyton episode. And I mean, who doesn't love a Peyton highlight episode? Let's go ahead and jump into this and see what exactly is going down in the Battledrome of the sexes.
Bug boy! Sweet match yesterday, my man. Mepedian madness is running wild.
Did you say Bug Boy, Mepedian Madness? Bro, if I hear somebody like with the username Bug Boy and they're not playing Danians, I would actually be offended to be a Danian player, bro. Bro, like, I'm just saying. Small little add in, but like, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yo, Magmaniac! How's it blowing, bro? Saw you last week near the lava pond scanning some battle gear that was smoking.
What kind of battle gear would be near the lava pond? Like, what would you take to the lava pond to practice battle gear with? Like a pyro blaster? Ooh, I guess a vial driver could be cool, but we know that, like, vial drivers are super rare because there's only one that we know of, right? What would you guys take to the lava pond? If you guys had a battle gear, what battle gear would you take to the lava pond? An aqua shield, maybe? Ooh, that's very interesting. A Torwag? A Torwag could help you out with the maneuvering. I don't know. What do you guys think? What would your battle gear be in the lava pond?
Literally smoking. Hey, Ruther Rampager! Impressive record. Keep up the solid drone work, my young warrior.
The fact that Peyton knows all these players, like, by name, like, that's a major, like, I know I made a joke about, like, Peyton grabbing Christella, like, without consent. I know I made a joke about that. But, like, he is genuinely, like, a good force in the chaotic community from, like, well, the way this looks, right? Like, he is communicating with, like, other players in a healthy manner. He's also encouraging them in a positive way. I mean, genuinely, I think Peyton might be, like, just good guy Peyton. Like, you know, disregarding grabbing women without consent. There's that. But, I mean, like, genuinely, like, this is, like, what you would want in a community member, is somebody who, like, recognizes people by name and then, you know, follows their track records and encourages them to do better. That's genuinely good guy Peyton. Good guy Peyton. Also, I did not realize that we got so many different chaotic usernames in the show. I didn't realize, like Rampaging Rothar, like Bug Boy, what was the other one? I did Mag Millionaire or something like that. Magma, what, the guy that was talking about at the lava pond, right? I didn't realize, like, we never hear from these characters' names again, but they're so creative of usernames. I love it.
Well, if it isn't Chaotic Cutie herself. Haven't seen you since that musical night we met in the Gloomuck Swamp.
My boy Peyton got riz, bro. My boy Peyton got riz. Yes, you love to see the boys winning. Yeah, let's go, brother. Seal the deal.
You got my number. Use it soon.
She's jealous. She's jealous of the Chaotic Cutie, bro. She's jealous of the Chaotic Cutie. I don't know why she'd be jealous of the Chaotic Cutie. I mean, I'm just saying, but, like, my boy Peyton got riz, though.
Hey, Peyton, you gotta check out my new cards.
I'm coming right at you, Kazarino. Ow!
Well, that was rude. I mean, like, he could have hurt her foot. Why would he do that? I swear, these Mopedian players are all the same, always trying to hurt the Underworlders. Like, come on!
What happened, Peyton? Trip over your ego?
He doesn't seem to have that big of an ego, though. Like he seems confident in his abilities, but he doesn't really seem egotistical. Like, he's talking to other players as, like, you know, like equals, right? Like, he's remembering their names, and he's remembering their individual records and individual details about them. That's a thing you do for your equals. Like, you don't do that when you have an ego. Like, come on, dude.
No, Christella. It must have been your broomstick.
Nice. You see a powerful woman and you think witch. Well, I see a testosterone-challenged, self-deluded, grade A geek with less than 0 fashion sense acting like he knows everybody and everything. And I think this is your typical all-mouth, no-brain male.
Damn, bro. Damn. You know, it's honestly, it's kind of funny, right? Because, like, this kind of conversation ended up becoming, like, the norm, like, 8 years after this episode premiered, right? Like, in, like, 2014, 2015, that's when, like, you know, the whole, like, you know, like, argumentative, like, I'm sorry, guys, I'm gonna go on a little bit of tangent and very real life stuff, okay? So that's when, like, the whole, like, you know, like, anti-SJW stuff and stuff like that happened, and it became, like, this huge division amongst, like, you know, like, political talking points about, like, the differences in sexes and shit like that. And it's so interesting to see that this is also one of the things that holds up really well for from Chaotic, is that, you know, there is still some, like, you know, just, you know, inherent tension around how women are treated, and that there would be some kind of tension towards men who do not show, like, a solid amount of respect towards women. Like, of course there would be. Like, I mean, like, you know, when you're, like, marginalized so horribly as a woman in so many different ways of life, of course, you would have some kind of tension towards people that you seem to, like, you know, think will, like, be, like, over testosterone. Like, of course, it's the reason Peyton hates Christella is because how she's treated his friends, right? We all know that. As the audience, we all know that. But to Christella, she's only ever gotten even with his friends. So she thinks that his disrespect towards her would obviously come from a place of misogyny. Like, it makes perfect sense. Now, granted, I'm assuming a lot here. I'm assuming a lot about these characters' personalities or what's gone down since, you know, we've recently watched episodes, right? So I'm assuming a lot from this, but to me, that's what it feels like. You know what I mean? I hope you guys know what I mean. I'm sorry, a little political tangent. I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna go back to the video. I feel like if we're gonna talk about misogyny or, you know, the tension between, you know, the two sexes, right? If we're gonna talk about that, I feel like this would be the episode to do it. You know what I mean? Just because of, like, you know, it's literally called Battle Drum of the Sexes. Of course, like, gender itself is fluid. I'm strictly talking. Yeah. Yeah. I'm strictly talking about this. I'm gonna talk myself into a corner because I don't know how to talk myself out of this. So we're gonna press play, and we're gonna act like I finished this in a way that did not sound bad.
Don't take that from her. Okay, show's over. Nothing to see here.
Did you hear what she... Let me at her, Cass. I can't let her insult my mother like that.
Peyton, she didn't insult your mother.
If my mom heard what she said, believe me, she'd be insulted.
Dang. You know, he's fair though. He's right though. Like, you know, she basically called him, like, some horrible things. Of course, like, a mother would be insulted that, you know, their child was talked to like that. Like, that makes perfect sense. Perfectly reasonable, actually.
Ignore her, Peyton. Christella's not worth fighting. Let's forget it and get out of here.
Yeah, well,
Oh, that's right. Walk away. It's what guys do best. Hey, at least you realize girls are smarter, stronger.
Does she have daddy issues? Hey, you know, actually, hold on. No, why am I even questioning that? Of course look at her. She screams daddy issues. That's why I'm attracted. I mean, what? what that's what you know, like, hey guys, guess what? Free Pokemon QR code. Yeah, free Pokemon QR code. Distraction. Distraction. Dude, she's like, walk away, like, dude, legit, I kind of want to go more into Crystella and, you know, Gisella's backstory now. Like, we haven't been introduced to Gisela yet, but Crystella has a sister. But I kind of want to go more into their backstory now, because the way that she says that feels so personal. Like, walk away. That's what guys do best, bro. That's, ooh. Dude, I hope for her sake that was just a bad boyfriend, right? Like, I hope for her sake it was just a bad boyfriend. We're gonna press play now.
Younger and better than boys.
There is something I would like to call you, but I won't, because I am a gentleman.
Yo, I gotta save that one.
Unfortunately, you are no lady. You think girls are better than guys, and you're better than me? Great, let's find out. You versus me, male versus female. Battledrome today.
Fine.
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 I think this is like the most testosterone we've ever seen. I don't believe that we ever see Peyton exude this much testosterone for the rest of the series. This is the most hype we ever see Peyton in, outside of like a cool like event going on, or like, you know, an awestruck event. This is the most like just adrenaline fueled we have. I love it. I love Adrenaline Peyton. I love Adrenaline Peyton so freaking much. He is my goat.
I think it's obvious now that you picked the wrong guy to mess with, Crystella.
Well, you're definitely wrong, but you're right about the mess.
Okay, that was like the lamest comeback we have ever heard from any chaotic character ever. Like, dude, seriously? Seriously? You could have like said, you could have insinuated he wasn't a guy. You could have said he was the right guy to mess with because he was an easy W. Like, you called him a mess, bro? Come on. That's the best you got? You can do better than that.
Oh, you're great at talking, but so's my parents. This is about battling, lady lip flapper.
It's good to know that Peyton's parents have a healthy relationship. That's good to know. You know, like, we don't normally get confirmation of characters' parents have healthy relationships. I love that we're getting a confirmation that his parents have a healthy relationship here.
So put your mojo where your mouth is and battle. Then we'll see what everybody already knows. Guys, rule!
Loki, this episode, like, did not age well. There is a lot of, like, sexism in this episode. Huh. Oh, hey, it's a Beyond Rare! Yo, let's go! This card was never printed! It is a Beyond Rare! I don't remember her name! I hate that I don't remember her name! She is an Overworlder, though, meaning I don't like her. Yo, it's Dardamus the boy! I love Dardamus, guys. I love Dardamus so much. Actually, is it Cougar? No. I think it's Dardamus. Yeah, I think it's Dardamus. I want to say it's Dardamus. But it could be Cougar. I get the two mixed up. I want to say it's Dardamus. I do love whenever they use the environment to use combat. Like, I love when they use the environment for combat. Like, it's so amazing. Like, you know, it feels like they're playing chess, I guess I would say. It feels like they're playing a much bigger game than they are, you know?
Better luck next time!
For you, there is no next time.
Heck yeah.
What's going on?
Peyton and Christella are throwing down in the drome. First Loma took out Ghoul and Rothar, but then Therax came back big time. This is the best guy versus girl match ever.
Guy versus girl.
You can tell Sarah's already fucking done, bro. I'm all with you, Sarah. It's kind of funny, though. It's kind of funny, though.
Peyton! Christella! 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 Christella!
Peyton! Peyton!
This is so second grade.
I mean, no, for them though, like, it makes sense to be cheering for Peyton. You know, they're literally friends with Peyton. It doesn't even have to be about like the battle of the sexes for them. It's literally makes sense for them to be cheering for Peyton. It makes sense.
I guess you're right, but I still want to see Peyton cut Christella down to code. She's always trying to trash us. It's time she got a taste of her own medicine.
Sarah should be on Peyton's side. That's all I'm saying is Sarah should be on Peyton's side. Dude, Takinom is so cool, dude. I love Takinom, man. She is so sick. Oh, that sucked. Scythia clears, bro. Scythia clear. Wait, does Scythia have 105 power? Yo, Scythia is banging, bro. What? Oh, yeah. Scythia's banging. Easy dubs. I disagree. Nah, 105 to 75. I disagree. Therax could throw Scythia like that. No. No! That was such insanely good fighting choreography. Like, I get, like, it's early Flash animation. That's still such good, insanely good fighting choreography. Like, literally, to use 4 arms like that in a fight scene, like, up close and personal like that, that was so good. That was so good. Scythia clears. What did I say?
Wow. The girls aren't as lame as I thought they'd be.
Excuse me?
Wow! Wow! Dude, I'm going to meet Jason Griffith at Too Many Games in June. If everything goes according to plan. I want to get him to say that in Tom's voice, bro. It's so funny, bro. It's so funny, dude.
I mean, not that, just because you're
Stop talking.
Well,
Stop talking
you
right
know what
now.
okay.
You cannot tell me these two are not dating. Like, you cannot tell me these two are not dating. I don't care how it's been set up. It is happening. It's official. This is officially when they start dating. This is like whenever Kevin 11 tells Ben you have to treat a car like you treat a woman, and Gwen goes, "Excuse me? Explain." And he's like, "No, I believe I've screwed up somehow." You know, like that same vibes, bro. Same vibes.
What makes you think guys are any better than girls in any way?
Well,
It is kind of misogynistic. Like, there's a certain extent where, like, biologically speaking, there are differences between, like, a man and a woman. But, like, theoretically speaking, a woman can achieve anything that the average man can. Like, that's, you know, it's, you know, that's not, there's nothing stopping them from doing it. Like, it's extremely fucked up that Tom would automatically assume that a man would have an advantage over a woman, especially in a card game. Like, even in Perim, like, a man can become a woman in Perim, like, through, like, becoming a creature, right? Like, you can be like, you know, you could be Sarah and play as Victar. Nothing stops you from being Sarah and playing as Victar. So, like, to automatically assume that a man or a woman would be in an equally, and would have an advantage over another in a specific, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's extremely sexist, too. Come on, Tom, do better.
I think...
Since when are you a chaotic expert? Oh, but that's right. You're a boy. You don't have to know what you're talking about to be an expert.
True. We get to say whatever we want and people... No. I need to stop.
Just watch this match, and maybe you'll learn something.
She got a point there. Like, a creature... she has a point and she doesn't. Because, like, yes, a woman can be as good as a man, right? A woman can be as good as a man. But, like, in this case, like, it's a person impersonating a creature. So, like, if one is better at impersonating their creature than the other, then they'll have an advantage. Like, it doesn't, I don't know. They're completely different creatures too, because obviously it's men versus women, so it's like, you know, they're completely different creatures. So, like, it puts you in a weird spot here, right? Where it's like, you can't really scale which gender would be better in this circumstance, just because, like, there's so many different variable factors going on. Plus randomized locations, one creature could have an advantage in another location. Right now, right, we're in, I want to say this is Evergreen Forest. No, it's probably not. But we're in a location that's raining, right? A fire creature would be inherently worse in this situation than a creature with water advantages. So let's say, like, the guy is playing as a creature with fire and the woman is playing as a creature with water. She would be in a more advantageous situation regardless of the circuit. There's so many different variables that would factor in here to whether or not one gender would be better than the other. And 9 times out of 10, you know, gender would have nothing to play in it. Short of, like, you know, like Naruto sexy jutsu situation. Like, and I mean, if you fall for a Naruto sexy jutsu situation, I mean, you deserve to lose. So, like, yeah.
Sarah, look, don't get me wrong.
Oh, don't worry. Getting things wrong is your specialty.
Oh, now I see what April meant when he said that I hope this didn't awaken something in me.
There. Just look at Interest. She's one of the fastest, smartest, toughest creatures in...
Huh. You know what, Taiga? I get it. But since you don't watch my episode reacts, you'll never hear me say that.
Perim.
I'm sure she's good, Sarah, but I doubt she... Whoa. Hey.
Is that Bluegon? I think that's Bluegon. Why is Bluegon using a fire attack?
Not bad for a...
A girl?
No, I was gonna say not bad for a cat like...
That's not Bluegon. Is that Arctis? No. No, I don't know who that is. Huh.
Creature. Girl.
That girl happens to be one of the most important overworlders there is. In fact, if it weren't for her, there might not be any overworlders. Guys or girls.
I do love that we're introduced to Interest here because she is such a pivotal character in the overworld. I love that we're introduced to her in a low plot heavy section, so that when we're introduced to her in a later, like, you know, when we see her later in a much more, like, dramatic situation, it plays a much bigger role or an impact upon, like, you know, when we see her. So I love that we're seeing her now versus seeing her much later, being introduced to her much later on without any context as to how important and powerful she is. Like, we can always reference this back where she's, like, striking down a notable warrior while Sarah's talking over with, like, quality understanding, like a much more deeper understanding of who she is. I love it. I love it so much.
mean there'd be a lot less overworlders without interests?
Well, you obviously know the story of Interest in the Passage.
Of course I know the story of Interest in the Passage.
No, dude, this is super messed up on Sarah's behalf, right? Like, she knows that Tom is new to Chaotic. She knows Tom is new to Perim. And she's like, obviously you know this. Like, dude, like, how would he know this? How would he know this? Who would have told him this? Like, is there, like, some secret lore tutorial library located in Perim where you can find this out? Like, come on. And even then, you'd have to know that that's there. Or, you know, that there's a library in Chaotic where you can look this kind of stuff up. Like, come on.
Parts of it. Some parts of it. What's that story again?
So rude, dude. So rude. But also, you can't tell me they're not a couple. Look at this picture. If you're a guy, you've 100% had a girlfriend look at you exactly like this. You've had a conversation with your girlfriend where this exact scenario happens, where they're looking at you exactly, or they're looking, and this interaction has happened between you and your girlfriend, okay?
You've heard of the passage.
That's the stairway in a humongous volcano crater that connects the overworld and the underworld, right?
Right. The Underworlders guard the bottom, and the Overworlders guard the top. So, one day, Interest goes on guard duty.
Zalek, are you sleeping on the job again?
I love this. I love this story, man. I love this story. I love this episode in general. I will probably not pause again for the rest of this, like brief story, okay? Like, do not expect me to pause again. Like, short of, like, something amazing happening.
Zalek. Huh. Still warm. Zalvar. Zalek.
Hey, that's the character from the Secret Saturdays! Yo! Love to see it!
Worlders never fight fair, do you?
We're at war. Everything's fair.
Dude, I could have sworn he was an Overworlder. Like, he's in the Yawkus episode, right? Like, you would have thought he would have been an Overworlder. I never realized he was an Underworlder. Okay. I don't see why he was in the Overworlder, you know, like, burning down Yawkus' house, especially if he was stopped in the passageway. Doesn't make much sense to me, but hey, you know, like, more power to the writing team, I guess.
You're not bad, but I'm smoking.
That was hot. This is cool. Frostblight! Next stop, Underworld.
Careful, lady! Unless you want to take that trip, too. Zalvar, you all right?
I've been better.
Did Zalvar ever get a card? I don't think Zalvar ever got a card. That's probably why I don't know who he is. Dude, like, so many creatures need cards, guys. Like, the other day, somebody else realized the spider didn't exist, and they commented on the video, and they're like, dude, I never realized spider never got a card. Like, yeah, like, so many amazing creatures like Zalvar, spider, just never got cards, and they deserve them. And the Secret Saturday character does, too. Like, come on.
Help him up, or your friend goes down.
As an Overworlder, shouldn't you be helping him up anyways because it is the moral and right thing to do to save somebody's life? I mean, clearly, somebody cares about the safety of others. He could just drop the Secret Saturday alien right now and, you killed my friend, I kill yours. Perfectly normal, perfectly reasonable. Would have done it, not gonna lie. Would have been me. I would have killed him. Just saying.
There. Now let Zalek go.
If you say so.
I mean, you kind of deserve that. Yeah. Dude, you could have said, just set him down. You didn't have, come on, this is on you.
No! Now let Zalek go.
If you say so.
No!
We win.
We do always win, don't we, Overworlders? Take the L.
Vine snare!
What do we do when we get up to the Overworld? We wait. Wait! I want to destroy stuff!
He sounds like an Underworlder. Ah, my friend, I agree. Destroying the Overworlder's way of life is amazing.
We make sure there's no more guards. Then, Chaor's got a little surprise for the Overworlders.
We are always the strongest.
Come on, Zalek. You've been through worse than this.
Yeah, like being on the Secret Saturdays. Got him! Honestly, the Secret Saturdays were super banger. I would really love a rewatch of that. It was such a banger TV show.
Song of Resurgence. Restore Zalek.
I know I've never commented on before. I love how, the pitch, it does the notes, and then it actually does the melody. You can hear the notes initially, and then it plays it in a proper melody form. I love it. I love it so much. I'm sorry. I've never commented on it before, but I do love how, you can hear these initial music notes, and then, it actually plays it out in song form afterwards. It's so great. I love it so much.
What happened?
Zalvar and Therax ambushed you.
Dude, okay, the Song of Resurgence is so inconsistent on how much it heals. He is, basically still dead. Other times, it's, full heal. What? Come on, guys. Does he just have that large of an energy pool, though whenever he, is healed, what would be full for others, that it's still, a fraction of his health? If so, insanely busted. Insanely god-tier creature.
Targeting the tower. If they get control of it, they'll control the passage. You're in no shape to battle them. But I've got to.
No
I mean, it could call for backup. You could have more troops reinforced. I mean, come on. Come on.
You can't do this alone.
Don't worry. I always land on my feet.
Bruh.
Hello? Hello? Why should I? Who's gonna hear me? Interest? Hello?
Hi.
I'm sorry, hold on, give me a second. Give me a second to recover. Hi! Okay. Overrulers could be funny.
You hurt my friend. Very bad idea.
April, you're right. I hope this doesn't awaken something in me. April, brother. I understand, April.
Here come our friends!
Dude, tell me that's Kaibon. Tell me that's Kaibon! Oh yeah, it's Kaibon. Let's go! I love Kaibon, guys. I love Kaibon. Kaibon is like undeniably one of my favorite creatures of all times.
That's one way to skin a cat.
Dude, it's honestly insane. Dude, I wonder what this battle gear is called, dude. I wonder what this battle gear is called. Because it's clearly a battle gear. I wonder what it's called and how good it is in the drones. I don't think it'd be that good in the drones. It's pretty slow. It looks pretty slow and clunky. So I don't think it'd be good in the drones. It's a massive target to hit. So if anything, it could be more of a danger in the drones than it would be in Perim. Wait, hold on. They have holotech? Bro, that's insane! How did I never realize this? They have literal holotech. That's insanely cool.
We've destroyed the tower. The passage is yours to command, Chaor.
Good. Now our forces can flood the overworld, and that fool Chaor won't know it until it's too late.
Were there any named characters in there? Hold on, let me go back real quick. Let me go back slightly.
Give me good news.
We've destroyed the tower. The passage is yours to command, Chaor.
Good. Now our forces can flood the...
Now, it looks like those are the only two named characters. These two are the only two named characters. And Kaibon, of course. The others seem to be henchmen. You may confuse them with Galmedar, but like, Galmedar's armor is red. And he's his own individual character. These are just nameless troops. So they're no named characters back here.
And that fool Chaor won't know it until it's too late.
Honestly, how much damage could like a group of creatures like this do realistically? Like, you can always cast like some kind of disarming battle gear or some kind of battle gear to like, you know, or you could always cast some kind of like kind of disarming music to like destroy the battle gear or something, and then like, you know, once the battle gear is neutralized, I mean, there's only like 8-9 creatures. It'd be pretty easy to imprison them. I don't think this is really that big of a danger, to be honest. Like, it doesn't seem like this would be that dangerous.
Okay, Interest. Time to gut this big bug.
Rock wave!
What's happening?
Come on, 2 and 2, guys. 2 and 2.
We're stuck on something!
Impossible! Interest!
How much can these vines realistically hold up, right? Also, on top of that, are you sure that using grass vines on creatures that are notorious for having fire attacks is the best option? I'm just saying it's a little questionable.
Time to declaw this kitty. Play more!
Like, if they shoot the vines, Kaibon can just start moving the vehicle. I question the intelligence of everybody involved.
Hey, be careful out there!
2 guys against 1 little girl? It hardly seems fair.
You're right. Next time, bring more. Rust Toxic!
Why not use the Rust Toxic on the giant-ass robot that's slowly crawling its way to the Underworlders may be the intelligent tribe, but they don't seem that smart. There was so many easier ways to do that. So many easier ways to do that. Honestly, also, how did any of these creatures survive? It makes no sense. Actually, I think the only creature we see later on in the series out of these 3 is Kaibon, right? Did she just straight up kill multiple creatures? Does Interest have a confirmed body count? What the fuck? Hold on, wait a second. What?
What in the overworld was that?
Boys and their toys.
The amount of, like, one-liners in this episode, I gotta say, I don't like it. I hate that they're forcing one-liners. I just hate it so much.
And that's why interest rules.
Again, how much of a realistic threat would it, like, they have presented if they'd gotten there, right? Like, it was Kaibon, 2 other named characters, and then a bunch of foot soldiers. I'm 90% sure that Maxor and Tengith Toborn would have been enough to take care of him. 90% sure. I mean, and then you cast, like, some kind of disarming music to destroy the battle gear or, like, neutralize the battle gear. I'm just saying, and then Rust Toxic. You could just use, like, Rust Toxic on it, make it rust over, and then it'll decompose eventually. I mean, I'm just... Yeah. Come on. Come on, guys.
When she said boys and their toys, did she mean that battle gear isn't as...
That's not the point, Tom. The point is, she fought back an invasion by some of the toughest, most ruthless warriors in the Underworld.
Bro, Kaibon is a smith. He's a blacksmith. What do you mean? What do you mean, one of the toughest warriors, bro? Kaibon is a blacksmith. And then, like, we never see those 2 characters ever again. I'm just saying. We never see those 2 characters ever again from this. No, I guess we do see Thorax in the Yakuza episode. I guess we do see him in the Yakuza episode. So I guess there's that. I guess there is that. We did see him, so he's not dead. He's not dead. But he's also, like, a gag character in that episode. So, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think your power scaling a little bit off, Sarah.
All by herself.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, I guess.
Pretty cool? How about absolutely, totally, mind-blowingly, amazingly cool? I'd like to see Tengith Toborn stop a Growlitzer all by himself.
A Growlitzer. I would love to see a Growlitzer as a Battle Gear card. Ganon, get on that. No, I'm kidding. Actually, not kidding. You already have the design, guys. Come on. I'm kidding. Not really, but come on.
How about the way she rescued... Look, you don't have to take my word for it. Just watch Interest in action for yourself.
This isn't Interest. It's Peyton and Cristela as creatures. They're not the creature. They're not... Brother. My brother in Christ. Come on. Sarah, seriously. Seriously, Sarah. Loki, if I were them right now, I'd just be torching the forest. I'd just be torching the forest. This fight's gonna end one way or the other. I would just be torching the forest at this point. I'm telling you, attacks that like neutralize movement or like prevent movement are insanely broken in Perim. Absolutely insanely busted in Perim. It's insane. That's insane. Like genuinely, actually insane. Like it removes so much abilities from your opponent. Dude, that should be the meta. It should be the meta. I'm just saying, it should be the meta.
Told you girls were better.
Well, I'm sold. Soon as I can, I'm getting interest into my deck.
Doesn't he have interest? Did we see him with interest? I swear to God we saw him with interest already. I guess I'm misremembering. I could have sworn he hasn't. We already saw him with interest. And now they subvert our expectations. We thought Cristela was the one playing with the females. It was Peyton all along.
Cristela, gotta hand it to you. That was one of the toughest matches I've ever been in.
You see how he shows his opponent who was disrespect him extremely, like, horribly? Like, this all started because Cristela was super disrespectful and tripped him, right? Like, you see how he shows her respect and acknowledges her level of skill as a player? Truly peak.
Not the toughest, but tough. Congratulations. In my book, you're right up there.
Good. Good. Super nice. You love to see it. Love to see it.
Oh, thank you, Peyton. And as far as I'm concerned, you're number 1 on my enemies list.
Rude as fuck. Absolutely rude as fuck.
Oh, let me file that under who cares?
Got him. Okay, that was a good one-liner. That was a good one-liner.
Well, I guess Peyton proved guys are better than girls. At least when it comes to playing chaotic.
Yeah.
Or he just proved that he's better than Cristela. Like, doesn't prove anything, really.
Except Peyton used girl creatures and Cristela used guy creatures.
Which proves that girls are better than guys?
And that's how you cure sexism. And that's how you cure sexism right there, guys. You just make it to where both players are winners and both players are losers. Honestly, guys, really peak episode, really peak episode. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I hate that there was so much focus on the Overworlders. I hate how the Overworlders got like the huge like big moment spotlight, right? I hate that. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. A lot of Underworlders. A lot of Underworlders, which is really cool. Love to see it. You love seeing Underworld highlights. You love seeing Cristela. But all the one-liners, docked points. All the one-liners, docked points, and then the focus on the Overworlders, docked points. The Overworlders being the, hero, docked points. 8 out of 10. Solid episode. Really loved it. I loved it so much, even though it was laced with a lot of sexism. That being said, though, guys, I've been Jay Johnny. This has been Perim's Underworld, and I will see you later in Chaotic. So for now, let's port to Perim.